What's up?
Yo,
What's up?
what it do? What it do? What it do? All right. We here. We made it.
We back.
All right, let's do it. Well, welcome to Trifecta Hour. I'm AJ. This is Ink. This is Prince. We in the building. How y'all doing on this very fine Friday?
Well, you and I are doing better than Prince.
Is that a Bills hat?
Looks like a Houston Oilers hat.
I don't know. Anyway,
What kind of hat is it?
moody on the air. Fluff up.
What kind of hat is it? Prince? This Negro. You know what? Go. Just start.
Why the
Just start.
fuck would I be wearing a Bills hat?
I don't know.
Is that a Houston Oilers hat?
I can't tell what it is.
It's a Philadelphia Phillies hat.
Oh, that's a baseball thing. We don't baseball.
We did Negro. It was called the Negro Leagues when your granddaddy was playing.
Okay. Anyways.
So since Hamas attacked Israel on October 7th, 2023, the Nonviolent Action Lab has logged more than 10,000 pro-Palestinian protests in these here United States of America. The vast majority of the events they've recorded over the past 7 months, 7 out of 10 were basically not on college campuses. But with that said, it seems that the heat on the college the heat on college campuses is at a breaking point, and at the center of this pro-Israel okay, we're gonna try that again. All right, let's go back. Right, we're a little tired. All right, with that said, it seems that he
What's going on over here?
Man tan.
Okay.
You know you're gonna mess up. You know you're gonna mess something up before you mess it up. I knew during the countdown I was gonna mess this up.
Okay,
but
go
anyway, with that said, it seems the heat on college campuses is at a breaking point. And at the center of this is a pro-Israel president who is up for re-election, and his bid for 81 million votes is trapped between a rock and a hard place. Rep. Corey Mills, Republican from Florida, formally filed articles of impeachment against President Biden on Friday over his recent comments about withholding offensive weapons aid to Israel. drawing parallels to House Democrats' first impeachment of former President Donald Trump. This is a whole mess, and it appears that the Hamas Israel conflict is one of the most divisive issues of the 2024 elections. Take a look.
Welcome to Inside Politics. I'm Dana Bash. We start with destruction, violence, and hate on college campuses across the country. This was the scene just a short while ago at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Police clashing with protesters. 12 people were arrested. Hours earlier, protests rocked the University of Arizona, where campus police used chemical irritant munitions to remove protesters. Around the same time at UCLA, pro-Israel and pro-Palestinian groups were attacking each other, hurling all kinds of objects, a wood pallet, fireworks, parking cones, even a scooter. And before that, the NYPD was able to clear Columbia University after protesters barricaded themselves inside a campus building. 300 people were arrested at Columbia and City College of New York. But it is unclear how many were actually students. New York City Mayor Eric Adams warned this morning that professional outside agitators are getting involved.
There is
Shocking.
a movement to radicalize young people, and I'm not going to wait until it's done and all of a sudden acknowledge the existence of it. This is a global problem that young people are being influenced by those who are professionals at radicalizing our children. Okay. And I'm not going to allow that to happen as the mayor of the city of New York.
Okay, Eric.
Now he's not
Many
going
of
to
these
allow
protests started peacefully with legitimate questions about the war. But in many cases, they lost the plot. They're calling for a ceasefire. Well, there was a ceasefire on October 6th, the day before Hamas terrorists brutally murdered more than 1,000 people inside Israel and took hundreds more as hostages. This hour, I'll speak to an American-Israeli family whose son is still held captive by Hamas since that horrifying day that brought us to this moment. You don't hear the pro-Palestinian protesters talking about that. We will. Now, protesting the way the Israeli government, the Israeli prime minister is
It's at the end right now.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was like, I don't remember her rambling after that, but yeah, apparently she does.
Not
But
rambling.
I'm just happy that Drink Champs had time to be a mayor. I'm just happy, he was busy being.
You know what?
But
You better stop it. You better stop it. Jeez, oh Pete.
All right, so Inked, is this spitting and stuff? All right, let's get our lives together.
Mouth
Get
juicy.
your whole life together. What
His
is
mouth
going on?
juicy.
Okay, you see that?
I just had a cough drop.
Of course you did.
Cough drop.
Had a cough drop. But anyway, Inked.
Yes.
Are these free? Oh wait, hold on. Wait. Okay, yeah, that was right. Okay, is Free Palestine a true revolution or just another grift like BLM?
Oh my God, what's going on? Let's see. Here in the United States of America, another BLM.
Ooh, boom. Uh-oh.
So, we have people who are just here to be here. I feel like when you really stand 10 toes down into something, guess what you do? You show your face. You let us hear your voice. You tell us your name because you're really serious. You mean it. Instead, we just have a bunch of people disrupting college campuses, creating havoc, distracting from, what somebody strongly believes in. Because, with everything, somebody believes in it, right? Somebody strongly believes in it. Somebody feels there's an injustice. But instead, we have all these distractions and all this madness going on. And I'm confused why it's happening on college campuses. I think that's the most interesting part. Why the college campus? What is protesting at the college campus going to do? I mean, who is that going to save?
They're expendable.
Is that what it is?
They're impressional as well. So
yes. Okay. So we know now your kids go to college normal. They come out woke. They come out not being able to think for themselves. So here in the States, if you pulled over 100 protesters, I would say 2 of them are truly protesting for the right reason. The others are just here, to be a part of something. That's what makes everything dangerous, right? So, if BLM had a good cause, right? If there were some people really standing behind it for the meaning, right? And really trying to get behind something that changed legislation, it was all drowned out by the people who were just here to be here, to create violence, to create distraction, to distract you from whatever they want to distract you from. So that's my opinion.
All right, Prince.
Yeah, I won't even call it a grift because I haven't seen the money like anything like that, but I will call it a social media movement because if you think about it, AJ, remember when you said, "Hey, can you pull up videos for me that's not by somebody's cell phone or grainy footage? Like, can I have some real?" Because what is everybody doing when they throw something? They're recording. When they yell something, they're recording. When they're even recording the tactics they're going to use against police. Dummies. If we can see the same thing, what you think the police is going to see? So they're going to know what you plan on doing. That's why I said it's a social media movement. And as somebody who is a slight flex, is a retired police officer, I've been in protests.
That's a flex?
Oh yeah, it's a very good flex because I'm a black man. I'm not supposed to be a police officer, so that's a flex.
Oh God.
Okay.
So,
well, I wouldn't consider it a flex, but okay.
Okay, well, shut up. Did I talk when you were talking?
Excuse me?
You better hush up. Black men are talking. Listen. So, as a former police officer, when you're doing these protests and you're looking at these people and you're looking at these kids, again, like Ink said, they're covering their face. And like Eric Adams said, I can't believe I'm giving them credit. Being in protest, yes, you see a bus full of people get out the bus with their mask on and say, "Hey, here's this brick, throw it." And I'm gonna also give real protesters credit. If a real protester see that, they're like, "Hey, we're not doing that here. What are you doing? Get out of here. Get back on your bus and get the fuck out of here because we know what you're here to do. You're here to cause all this ruckus and then we get recorded as being unlawful." So all this is bullshit. I agree with you, Ink. Like these people, half of these people don't even know what they're protesting for. All they know is it's a hashtag, it's a movement. And when a lot of people go to college, newsflash, you were nothing in high school. So you want to be a part of something when you go to college. And they handed you a flyer and they say, "Hey, do you want to save the trees in Brazil?" I want to save the trees in Brazil. And now your dumbass is on CNN. Congratulations. But you're still going to pay them loans back. Go ahead, AJ.
Absolutely. This is BLM 2.0. This is the problem, though, and we'll talk about it a little bit later, is how this is actually affecting the election. And it's not working the way the BLM thing worked for a certain political party, but we'll get there in a minute. Yeah, this is another distraction. This is a whole bunch of yeah. I don't understand why we're so hemmed up on affairs happening in nations far, far away. But I guess I'm just too American first, and I guess that's anti-Palestinian. I don't know what it is. I'm pro-America, so I just don't have time for the kerfuffle and the BS going on over there. We got enough to clean up in our own house, and I'm just not interested in making an ass of myself on someone's cell phone footage. So anyway, we know that both sides of this conflict, and we know people on both sides of this conflict, and I don't condone the death of innocent civilians. I don't care what God you pray to, but all of these protests got me to thinking, why can't we get these very Americans to galvanize to help American veterans, our homeless epidemic, and other political and social issues right here on our own soil, Prince?
Because it's not going to get you views. What's going to get you views? Feeding a homeless veteran or being on a college campus throwing shit with a hashtag behind your name? That's what it is. We are addicted to attention, and feeding the homeless, making sure veterans who have served this country has a hot meal and a place to stay. Nobody gives a shit about that. Nobody cares about that. That's not going to get you views on TikTok or across all social media platforms. And you know what? The reason why a lot of us don't care, honestly, is because Tupac don't care. Because if Tupac cared, then everybody would care. But you know, Tupac doesn't care because he's
You're
not
not
here no
funny.
more.
You're not
Shut up.
funny.
Shut up. Shut up. But no, but seriously. But again, how long have veterans been homeless and not having meals? Forever, right? But it doesn't get any traction. So honestly, nobody can. I guarantee you, if there was a hashtag feed the veterans movement and it was salacious enough and the media got behind it and it was juicy, people would do it. But nobody's doing that. So right now it's free Palestine. It's all about the Israel protest. So that's where the attention is, and that's what's going to happen. So the veterans are just going to have to take a back seat again to what's trending at the time, and that's what's trending right now.
Hot Topics work. So
like the store?
Kind of.
Okay.
Here today, gone tomorrow. So yeah, kind of. Yeah. You know, anything that's trending, like we're a very trending time right now. You know, so we just ride on the train, right? We get onto the train and the train's moving down the tracks. We're like, oh, look, hot topic. Let's get behind that. And we do that for a little while, and then we get back on the train. Shut up, Prince.
I didn't say nothing.
You did. You said it out. You said it through your mind. I read it. It's right here. I hear you talking. Okay. And so when you're behind the hot topics and you're just about what's happening right now, that makes sense, right? It's just kind of one of those things. Nobody wants to really deal with anything that's real, that's serious, that's impacting them today. No. That doesn't get you any accolades. But if you stand up for something that's non-American, rah, cheer you on, America's bad. We keep seeing the same vicious cycle repeat itself. And so I'm just kind of at the point now where I just say the real people are doing the real things. We know that. And if the media is paying attention, it's all a lie. Period.
All right. So basically, what I heard, and I agree, this is just disingenuous as fuck. And we don't really care about what we say we care about, because just 3.5 years ago, it was Black people, and that hasn't been solved yet. If you look at what they were protesting for, it was never solved. It wasn't
No.
even really like looked into. But people did a lot of performative things, but nobody actually did anything that produced fruit. And I'm all about results. Where are the results? You have no results, and they're gonna have no results from this. You get to say one day, "Oh, I protested for Palestine," but meanwhile, the Palestinian people are probably still gonna be in whatever hell you think they're in. So whatever, it is what it is. America first. Let's see people cut the fuckery and stop going with trends and actually help out your country. Otherwise, why don't you take your ass over there with your homosexuals for Palestine flags and shit and see how that works out for you? But anyway,
you shut your mouth.
I'm done.
They're gonna take a samurai sword and chop your damn head off. You go over there with them little ass shorts on.
I'm done.
Go hold the hands with the same gender. See what happened to you.
I'm done.
Stop this bullshit. I'm tired of being nice.
This is my partner, Paul. Anyway,
okay, Paul. Turn around.
Wow. Wow. We'll be right back.
Through the bone.
No. Okay. So with that said, Prince, how much do you think these protests will compromise the Biden-Harris re-election bid?
See, I'm torn because I want to say yes, but it's still so many other topics that they can lean on, like gas, inflation, school loans. Like, so, it's so many. I guess whatever is hot longest, but I don't think these protests are going to last up until November, to be honest. So whatever comes out right before November is going to impact the election. I hate the ride the fence pause, but that's just the way it is. This is the flavor right now, and you and Ink know as much as anybody. November is a long time away. No telling what's going to happen like the day before the election, let alone 5 months from now. So I don't think this is going to do any iota, honestly, because it's performative and it's social and it's really not impacting anything that's directly in front of us. Like school loans is affecting people. Higher grocery is affecting people. Taxes are affecting people. Inflation is affecting people. What they fighting over there for 8 million years is not affecting us. So when we go on a poll, we're not going to be like, man, Habibi is fighting the Weinsteins. All right, so I'm gonna vote here. So nah, I don't think so. I don't think it's going to affect the election.
No, sadly. And plus, these people who are out here doing this don't even vote, anyways.
I wouldn't say they don't vote.
No, they don't. They don't vote. These people don't vote. These are not the people who care about real life problems. Let's just be honest. They're getting paid to run around like wild chickens with their heads cut off, and create distractions to keep us from focusing on the fact that the United States of America is at a fast burn. And so anybody who would participate in a distraction is not about us anyways. So no, it's not going to matter. It's just not going to matter. And at this point, I don't know that anything could help them. I mean, we are completely out of control. The country is literally torched, and everything that they tried to do to stop their opponent who they know can beat them on a real up and up election. Okay. But no bullshit. It's not working. So they're spiraling right now. So no, I don't think these protests matter. I mean, they're going to be gone here today, gone tomorrow. Did BLM matter? Nope.
I got a house on the hill.
It's the truth though. I mean, you know what the funny thing is? What's ironic about this? Social issues never impact elections. It's the craziest thing. If you stop and you think about it, anything that's social never impacts the elections. It's always bullshit that impacts the election. Emotional bullshit that impacts it. So they push and push for the things that they think are instant, right? But they know that social issues are long standing. So they never impact.
Well, I was standing in the Starbucks.
Was it mine?
I saw. No, I wasn't in Washington. It was somewhere else. But I was standing in the Starbucks, and these two white girls were in front of me, and they were talking about like all of the protesting and stuff. And they were in college, and they were like, they're not voting for Biden because this just is not right. But he should not be pro-Israel, and they didn't understand. So I think this is indicative. I think this is, I think it's going to affect some of, it's going to chip away a little bit at their little 81 million ambition. Here's the thing: the Biden Harris is like a first round pick. He's like Kwame Brown. We had high hopes. We thought we were going to
be. Did he say Kwame Brown?
He did.
I'm sorry, Jay. Wow.
We thought you were gonna be the best of the best. We thought you was the best thing coming, and then it just didn't work out. So these 4 years did not work out, and people voted emotionally the first time, and now people are voting with their wallets, and they're like, "Where the fuck is my money? Like, what are we doing here? Like, I'm broke, I'm hungry." And then these dingbat liberals that we talk to who all the time, "Oh, we have the lowest unemployment ever. We have the most jobs." Shut the fuck up. Stop it. Stop it. We walk into the same supermarkets, right? Walk to the same 7-Eleven. We walk to the same gas pumps. Cut the fuckery. You are hungry. Maybe you're so hungry, you're so damn delirious that you don't realize how bad it is. And you just by default a program to vote for Democrats. But stop it. It ain't working. So choose something else. Choose Trump. Just my recommendation. But also I think the RFK thing is really fucking up Biden as well. Because who he picked for his VP is definitely going to slice into those college students they
Yes.
are definitely going to go with her because she is super, leftist. She a Google. She one of them people, from Silicon Valley people. But
Okay.
anyway, so we'll be right back.
Were you feeling that?
That beat is kicking.
I'm glad you like it.
Yes. So it's time for our trending topic.
A shocking moment caught on video over the weekend from a Pennsylvania church. A man pulled a gun on a pastor right in the middle of his Sunday sermon.
So scary. The gun luckily did not go off. The man was actually wrestled to the ground. But that's just the beginning of this story.
Antoinette Delbel explains, and we want to warn you here, you may find this video disturbing.
It was a normal Sunday morning service. Pastor Glenn Germany says his church was praising worship longer than normal, having a great time. But that's when the unthinkable unfolded.
When he got halfway through and he came to this point here, all of a sudden I just seen a gun pointing right at me. And at that point, all I could do was try to run for cover.
26-year-old Bernard Jr. Polite taking aim at Pastor Glenn, but that gun jamming and no shots were fired.
That was just God. Because the possibility, one thing about a bullet gonna find some meat. And I don't care if you're aiming at a target or not aiming at a target. A bullet gonna find some meat.
That's when Clarence McAllister leaped up from his seat over a banister and tackled Polite. He tells Pittsburgh's Action News 4 his story.
I was running the camera, so all I could see was
the sticker on your glasses.
Somebody walked up on the pulpit, and after they got up on the pulpit, they raised the gun up. Once they raised the gun up, I jumped up, you know what I mean, from behind, got him from behind, struggled him down to the ground.
McAllister says he didn't even think twice to run and tackle Polite, saying Pastor Glenn would have made the same decision. McAllister was even able to wrestle the gun away from the suspect while Pastor Glenn and other churchgoers held him down until police arrived. Pastor Glenn was able to briefly speak to Polite and simply ask him why.
He don't know why he did it, but then while he was in a police car, I had a chance to go out and speak to him again as well. And I asked him, just as calm as me and you're talking now, I said, what made you do it? I mean, what were you thinking? He said, I don't know.
Both Pastor Glenn and McAllister forgiving him, just grateful, they say, for the outcome that was.
I forgive him for what he did. I just mainly thank God that, you know what I mean, that nobody got hurt.
Yeah, and thank God for him and the other heroes in that church who may have jumped in.
What a heart-stopping moment. My goodness.
Okay.
Who's first?
Y'all know what I want to say. He got him from behind.
Okay. All Prince wants to do is pause.
A bullet gonna find some meat.
All Prince wants to do is pause. Okay. Anyways, I'm first. So here, hold on. Listen to me. Listen to me. What is wrong with us?
I'll sleep deprived. I don't know what y'all going through.
Okay. Look, what is wrong with us? Okay. So all I'm gonna say about this is this. Thank God the guy is slow. Thank God he got a street corner pistol or whatever that thing was. What do they call them? Saturday night specials. Thank God he got one of those. Because if not, it would have been ugly. But then again, I'm not even sure because he looked high at something. I don't even know why. Why are we shooting our own? Why would you walk into this little ghetto church that's just minding its own little business, praising and worship the Lord to shoot? And then when asked why, I don't know. Well, do you know I don't know is not an answer? I don't know. I don't know. You just woke up and was like, oh, let me just stumble into church where they're singing about the Lord and shoot the person. I mean, that tie and shirt was horrid, but I mean, that's neither here nor there.
Did you see that air conditioner? He couldn't button that shirt all the way up.
I know those. I mean, okay, I'm sorry, AJ. I mean, I'm just saying. Sometimes you cannot praise and worship in the hood because then you obviously can see in the hood what they will do to you when you're trying to praise and worship. Prince, stop. When you're trying to praise and worship, okay? So there's so many things I could say, I just won't say, just for the purpose of saving the broadcast. Prince.
Well, I'm not saving the broadcast. Listen, so I looked into it, and for those who saying that it may have been staged, stuff like that, when they went back to the guy's house, there was somebody shot inside his apartment.
Oh,
So
no.
it's more
I
to
didn't know
this
that.
story. Yeah, and I read up on it, and when they asked him why, he said God told him to go to that church and shoot the pastor. So it is something going on there. So yeah, but you know why we're shooting on 2A. Get rid of the guns. Nah, I'm just playing. Listen, cocaine is a hell of a drug. That's why you got to check up on your people. Like, you never know what people are going through, or if you being rude or disrespectful to somebody is the last straw. This is why you have to be careful and mindful of how you talk to people and treat people, because this can be the very well outcome. And I know everybody's not religious, but if a gun pointed at you jams, you better pray to something, because you don't know. You know how much guns jam. You're a gun enthusiast. You know it takes a lot. They
Yeah.
don't jam. They just don't. So
Nope.
whatever that pastor with
That's why I carry Glock.
with that tie and shirt combination, we're all about Smith and Wesson here.
Glock.
But Smith and Wesson.
Glock.
Smith and Wesson.
Okay, continue.
Okay, thank you.
Glock.
If he would have had a Smith and Wesson, that pastor would have been on his shirt. But since he had Ray's pew pew, that pastor can now. You know what? Go ahead, AJ. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
I was kind of torn between if it was staged or if this was real. But since you said now that there was somebody, in the house, with a wound, so I'm gonna go with this is real, and that was Jesus, because I was like how could that gun jam, like in that moment, like that was like wow. You
It
better
wasn't a
thank
Glock.
if you don't believe in the Lord, that if that don't make you a believer in the Lord, and that He could stop, things like that from
From
happening, because we would have had a whole other scenario. And I'm not worried about the stickers on the glasses. I didn't even notice it. I still didn't see it, even after you pointed it out. And
because
yeah,
you're sleepy.
oh, is that it? Okay,
Yes.
cool. Is that how they taught you in the academy?
No, they
He
taught me
didn't
like
even go to the academy.
sideways.
Hollywood.
Buster ass nigga. You a buster. You a market buster.
I'm done.
Brace yourself, fool.
Tourette's. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is what they do all day. This is what they do. This is what they do.
All right. Where are we? Oh, we'll be right back.
I can't.
Trifecta Hour, please hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell. Woo! You can also follow us on TikTok and Instagram. And if you really want to make us smile, you can subscribe to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
All right, so let's talk about it. So last Saturday, I debated a person on TikTok named T-Bone. Strike one. We, we debated
Mm.
3 topics: systemic racism, reparations, and Donald Trump being anti-black. I would play a clip, but my audio was so horrible, and I wish they had stopped so I could fix it because I couldn't hear what the hell I sounded like. But it is what it is, life goes on. But yeah,
Okay.
thoughts, Prince, thoughts on the debate, thoughts on my
Uh,
performance, thoughts on his performance, thoughts of how it went, and et cetera, et cetera.
my first thoughts is people honestly don't know the difference between a debate, a conversation, an argument, and a shooting. Like nobody knows like the difference between any of those. Like, we just be having regular conversations on TikTok. People be like, well, if this is they be like, y'all don't know how to debate. We're not debating anything. But
That part.
to get my review of it, AJ, you did very well. You were very well prepared. And what pissed me off was he wasn't prepared. So if you want to do this thing, if you want to do a debate, at least show me the common respect and come prepared. Doesn't mean you should know everything. Doesn't mean you should win every topic, but at least we can tell which topics you gave a fuck about and which topics you just was like, I'm just gonna come in here and improvise like you was doing like a fucking improv comedy routine. But I thought you did well. You did good. People supported you. People didn't support him. And this is to you liberals. You had an opportunity to support one of your own. And what did you do? You spent the whole time bitching about conservatives supporting their own. What does that remind you of? Instead of you doing whatever it takes to support your current commander in chief, you're bitching about the guy that's going through all these allegations and shit. Focus on the guy that's here now. Why you focus on the guy that may run in November? So that's what I felt about it. It all ties in. Conservatives, the real ones, are going to stick by, and they're also going to disagree when to disagree without all the kerfluffle. T-Bone, T-Bobs, whatever your name is, brother, whoever you got your certificate of GED from, give it back. Because that was terrible. And hold on, y'all, real quick. He asked if he could use Wikipedia as a source. I yield my time.
Well, it's very difficult to critique something where you learned nothing from it, right? So T-Bone gave us nothing, right? The idea of a debate, and this is the greatest thing about a debate, when you pick the topics, you prepare for the topics, and then you give your, analysis of the topic, is that the other side should walk away with one good point where you were like, oh, I never thought of that. Interesting, right? We got nothing. We got him telling us that AJ was in feelings. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. AJ has no feelings. Okay? Hate to be the bearer of bad news. He has none. So, okay, maybe a tad, but I mean, those are spread so thin, there's nothing left for any of you.
Say something bad about Chris Brown. He'll show his feelings.
That he will. And Janet. That's surefire way to set him off.
Janet,
so anyways, so I feel like you did well. Your audio did suck at times because I think it took away from like the point, right? Like, because once you start getting, when it's not perfection, and you're a little frazzled, then you lose your train of thought, and then that kind of like plays a little mind game on you. But you delivered well. You were very prepared. You actually gave people information that they could walk away with and think about and use. I mean, you sparked a whole nother conversation about the Central Park 5. Whole nother conversation. People's whole lives about it again. You had people actually going and reading the information and doing a more looking at, I want to use other words, but I already know Prince wants to say pause, so I'm not going to say it. So, they wanted to go and analyze more of the facts. I got you. I got you. So I think you did well. Now, going forward, I think if anyone, this goes out to anyone who's going to debate anybody on TikTok, okay? Don't bother. Especially the liberals, because all they want to use is these peer review studies that we can all find one that will fit our narrative. Every single one of us can go right now and get a peer review that's going to fit our narrative. And then that's what they want to argue the point. They don't really want the facts. They don't really want the numbers. They don't really want the information. And then as soon as you bunk it, like boom, then they're ready to tell you that you're in your feelings. No, you are, because you lost. So it was disappointing in the fact, like I said, I walked away with nothing from T-Bone. I'm glad we did it because they got to show that, like, when you actually prepare for a true debate, they are all lame. None of them really know how to debate. None of them understand what it means to debate. And instead of spending time on lives getting your answers from other morons, you should have actually been doing your research and your homework and preparing for the debate. And then after you got smoked, embarrassed, dog walked, don't say that we changed anything up. Okay. The difference was AJ pulled all his resources to guarantee that he was prepared. And he took the time to actually prepare and know the knowledge and have the information and have notes. That is the difference. AJ?
I mean, I overall thought it was fine. I wish on the reparations thing, I wish I just had a couple of other things that I knew but just didn't put down in my notes, so I didn't have it at the moment. So and then with the technical issues and the storm and the Wi-Fi going out and the sound going out, yeah. So, but anyway. But if I had those notes, I won on reparations, but I would have smoked him on reparations if I had those notes. But anyway, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Going forward, I'll have those notes. But I will say this: I'm no longer crawling down there talking to those people on that level, because that takes a level of preparation. So that's why when the next idiot lined up and tried to challenge me on the Central Park 5, I told him it's going to cost you $1,000.
That part.
Then he tells Tony, well, show me one video where you got 500,000 hits. I said, there's one pinned to the top of my profile.
Okay.
If you go back a couple of years in TikTok when I had more viral, you would see them. So yeah, please, if that's the barometer, like done.
Okay.
Where my G?
Okay, my computer's gonna go dead.
Where's your plug?
It's in the other room, and I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna stand up and get it, but I just want to. It's petty time. Well, it's petty, so I want to just introduce the petty. You guys can be petty, and then I'll go get it and then come back.
Okay.
But you go first on the petty, so go get it now, and we'll close out this.
Keep talking. Keep talking.
Yeah. So I wanted, because the whole point of a debate is not to win, right? The whole point is to exchange ideas, right?
Right.
And so that's what I was there to do. I wasn't there to win, which is why every time he talked about winning or other people talked about winning, I just shut the hell up, because I'm not there for that. Like, if I want to just win, then fine. But actually give a fuck about the stuff that I'm talking about. These people don't care. When you live in statistics and when you use statistics to justify you being a bum, yeah, that's not a good debate. That's not a good faith debate. That's not doing something that actually produces fruit. That's just making excuses for why your life is shit. And having no plan or game plan to get out of the circumstances you're in, blaming the system and blaming these people. And then you see that he was so dumb on the systemic racism topic that the only thing he could focus on was poverty. He couldn't focus on abortion. He couldn't focus on fatherless homes. He couldn't focus on mass incarceration. All he could focus on was that one particular issue. And I'm sitting here like, how the hell does being poor, that's all we talking about here? Like, there are more poor white people in this country than anybody else. So if that's the only metric you're going to measure this by, and then you're going to give me a bunch of bullshit stats to substantiate that, nah, I'm good. I'm good on you. That's not going to work for me.
My only thing is this, AJ. Okay, we're poor. What's next? We're poor. Okay, what's next? Are we going to get a better job, or we're going to get better, or we're going to get financially literate, so when these reparation or restitution do come, we know what to do with it? Or we're going to do more with our finances? Are we going to learn how to balance our checkbook? Are we going to learn that getting a Mitsubishi Lancer at 82 APR is not conducive to good credit? Like, what's next? What are we going to do next? That's my only thing. We can sit here and bitch and moan and complain about the system not being for us. What's next? That's it. What's next?
Right. Or even, what was the other stupid point he made? Oh, even when he conceded on abortion and crime, he conceded on those points, which literally went against your own argument, but you're so dumb you didn't hear yourself. And I'm just like, you're ill prepared, and I could tell what was given to you and what you tried to come up with in the moment. It was so obvious, especially when we got to Donald Trump. And then you, in order to make your Donald Trump argument, you had to bring in other people who aren't relevant to it. The basketball guy, I forgot his name. He brought him up, and some other person. I was like, look, this is just dumb. And I'm good. If I'm crawling down into the sewer, have my G ready. That's all I got.
And that's not enough.
Hallelujah. And we'll be right back.
Look, that's not even enough, but whatever.
It's time to get petty.
Petty. Well, first, my petty goes out to this stupid ass MacBook Pro that had the audacity to try to go dead on me. Sorry, should have been more prepared. Anyways, my petty goes out to the amazing triple threat of burnt bitches on TikTok. Dee Dee, Carmen, whatever the fuck the other burnt bitch's name is. Yeah, this goes out to them. So, to the triple burnt bitches. I don't understand how anybody can be anti themselves. Okay? Anti themselves. I also don't understand how the ringleader of the burnt bitches, who's married to a whole white man, okay, has the nerve to hate on me because I have white friends. Okay?
Wow.
I'm being bought, I'm being sold, I'm only cleaning white toilets. If I'm in anybody's white person's house, these are the things that are said. But the reality is, Carmen, you're cleaning the white man's toilet. Okay? You're serving the white man. Oh, wait, pause. You're the whole house nigga. Huh? Oh, okay. So the next time you think you're going to disrespect me, okay? The next time you're going to tell me about who I am, okay? The next time you're going to try to police my voice, I'm going to remind you exactly who you are. I'm going to remind you, okay? Because that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Not me. That's what you're doing. Oh, and into the second burnt bitch who decided that she could tell me that I would go into a dark alley and not come out of the dark alley. I ask of you at any time, drop the addy of the alley.
Oh my gosh.
Just let me know what the alley is. and we'll see who comes out the alley. Just saying. Okay? Just we'll see who comes out the alley. I mean, that's fair, right? You told me to go into the alley. First you said I wasn't brave enough to go into the alley. I guess you don't know who I am. Okay? I fear nothing. God himself, and I'm still here. And then you said I wouldn't come out. So I'm willing to go into the alley. Sounds like an adventure to me. Let's go down the dark alley. Sounds like X at Magic Mountain. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. People like to say that I have a wig, but my hair stayed on through all the roller coasters. So there's that. So anybody who would like to question my friendships, the color of my friends, any of those things, stop it. I'm not anti-black. I am black. My life is black. I
As
live
fuck.
black. Okay? Can't get around it. When people see me, they see I'm black. All right? Not afraid. I'm not ashamed of who I am. I'm proud to be black. My birth certificate says Negro, so the government even told me I was black. Okay? Unlike some of you, I was told what I was, Negro. It's on my birth certificate. If I had it right in front of me, I'd show it to you. So there's that. Okay? So burnt bitches. Keep disrespecting me, and I'm going to keep disrespecting you, and I'll be here for it all day.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why do you and Belinda and others keep crawling down there talking to them people?
Okay. So first of all, I don't crawl down there. What happens is Belinda, okay, it's her fault that I keep ending up in these spaces. Belinda, the one that keeps buying my friendship, okay, she goes into the gutter. Okay. And then the sewer rats emerge because she's in the gutter. So then all the sewer rats start coming out. And next thing you know, they're talking about me. And what else I find to be ironic is I never talk about these people. Like, I don't hold lives. I don't go live hopping, talking about them. Like, I just say what I have to say in that moment, and then I move on from it. Like, I forget who you are. Like, it's just not that serious. So if you're going to blame someone, blame the white lady, Belinda. She does it. She goes into the sewer, and then the sewer rats come out, and then I have to go get on my back up because I've already burnt down the main how many times to talk to the sewer rats, the burnt bitches. There's that. Should we have her as a guest and she can explain why she keeps going into the sewer?
No. We don't have enough time, but we'll catch up on TikTok.
Okay.
So my petty, because we were off last week, so I didn't have a chance to do this, so I'm gonna do it this week. Kanye. Anyone who knows me knows Kanye is another one of them people you can't say too many things about before I, push back. And so I'm on the Instagrams a couple weeks ago, and Kanye posts about it random things. And so he has this new thing. Well, he had this new thing where the white screen would pop up and something would type across it. And so the white thing popped up, and it was Kanye. I knew it was Kanye's account. And then it say Yeezy porn. And then it said when it was coming. And then had the website. I was like, all right, see, I never thought I would come to the day where I would get off the Kanye train. How the hell do you go from Jesus is king to pornography? Isn't it supposed to be the other way around?
Is that real?
Oh, it was real. It was so real that he got backlash and he deactivated all his social media. So,
wait. He had like real porn? Like he was the porn?
Yeah, he was teasing. He didn't say like he was producing it or if he was in it. He didn't say, but it was connected to his website.
Oh.
And so,
wow. Okay.
And so after he got backlash, he deactivated everything. And so I don't know if he's back yet, but I was just like,
let's look.
And apparently he has a whole bunch of issues with God right now, which is fine. I think I might have cursed God out yesterday or something. I don't know. But the point is, yeah, you have your issues with God. You're human. You go through things, but you go from that to producing or being in porn. Like, and I understand he had a porn addiction. He has shared this before.
Mm-hmm.
And so I get it. That the mental trappings of porn is it's real. But I just don't understand how you go the wrong way when it should have been you started with that, you came to Christ, and then how do you just bounce out and say, I'm gonna just go back to the ratchet? Now I get you like money, you like material things, you like relationships, you like being around a certain lifestyle. You got your wife out here butt naked half the time, in these weird outfits, I mean, do you? But I can't follow you down that path, Kanye. So good luck. Did he reactivate his socials?
I didn't find it.
Okay, so he probably didn't.
What is wrong with this man?
I did not expect to hear Yeezy and porn in the same sentence, but okay.
Me neither. Imagine how my heart broke.
Okay, if y'all have been with us, this is episode 50. Y'all should know already where my petty is leaning.
Oh boy,
I have not eaten meat since the middle of January, so I've been pescatarian, vegetarian.
Pause.
Pause. Big ass pause. So I went to Publix today to get me a veggie wrap.
Mm-hmm.
I have a problem because if I said give me a turkey wrap, you would have gave me all the fucking veggies in the world. But when I order the veggie wrap, you give me no veggies. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? It's like, literally, it's a veggie wrap. Veggie wrap. That means veggies, abundance. Give them to me, all the veggies.
So was the wrap veggie? Like the outside? Was it a veggie wrap?
It was a tomato basil wrap.
Oh, okay.
And she gave me like 3 shreds of lettuce, 1 tomato, and
You
1
counted.
slice of cheese. And I looked at the bitch like,
Why
she was like, anything else? I'm like, yeah, more fucking toppings. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, give me more. You acting like you getting docked for giving me lettuce. Give me veggies, please. You see I'm sitting in front of you thick. I need food. Give it to me. Sometimes you gotta read the room. You gotta look at the person and be like, this nigga look like he can eat here. And I mean, I don't know who he trying to impress with his veggie sub, but I'm gonna take care of him. Like, what are you doing? Look up, see who you're making the sandwich for, and be like, yeah, he want to eat. So, shout out to Publix, but I need y'all to read the room when y'all making subs. All right.
Read the room. Okay.
All right, and we will be right back.
I don't even know what the last. We should have to show our moves.
Now it's time for our memes of the week.
Boo.
Go. All right, everybody. It's time for now. Do I do that during your Mr. Rogers word of the day? Let's go. Let's play the memes. Listen. And I'm gonna get close on this. You see this. Poor people, Asian people, women, white people, rich people, Hispanic people, men, black people. We all come together over what? Fried chicken. I don't know how that ever became a thing for just black people, because I see y'all, fried chicken is on every menu, even at the fucking even at the Mexican restaurant. It'd be like, you want wings? No, I don't want wings. What makes you think I want wings? You saw a
How did
nigga
they
come
say it?
in, you think you want wings?
Okay.
Wings?
Okay. Wings? Okay.
Next meme.
Say it one more time.
Wings? Okay. I want to talk about this. You women with the fucking bear, would I rather be in the woods with a bear or a man? I'd rather be in the woods with a bear, because if the bear attacks me, he won't invalidate my feelings. You still attacked by a bear. What's the
gosh?
And if I'm a bear and I know this, guess what I'm doing? I'm coming to get me some, because you choosing the bear.
Wow.
You choosing the bear.
Wow.
Men, what are we doing wrong to where a woman would choose one of the most apex predators in the forest over being next to you? But I tell you what the problem is. They're making the what do you call the RPMs on these pocket rockets too strong. They're replacing us, men. They don't need us no more, men. They don't need us no more, men. Next
Oh,
meme.
God.
Wow.
He said pocket rockets.
Wow.
Everybody who's seen Forrest Gump, y'all remember Bubba when he was dying. Well, this one says, Forrest, if I die, don't let me vote for Biden. Guess what? You already one of the 84 million that voted there, Bubba. So, goodbye. So, I'm telling y'all now, make sure y'all scan, try to find your dead parents' names, dead cousins. Make sure they ain't on the voter registry because they're going to try to pull a fast one again, allegedly.
Amen.
Listen, I like this one. Do lesbians cook or do they just eat out all the time? Inks, is that true?
Well,
You know what? You know what?
What? What? I'm just asking Keisha, is it true? Why are we laughing so hard? Never mind, Keisha. You ain't got to answer it.
Oh my God.
You ain't got to answer. Next meme.
Yo.
If Joe Biden goes to prison, it would be his first complete sentence. That is correct. Because I went to the farm and then
I'm a mute.
what has been burdened has been undone. Like it just went completely off the rails. Next meme. God, I'm getting tired. How long till we reach the fallopian tubes? The other sperm says, bro, we in the McChicken.
Oh my God.
Listen.
Oh.
We know it's mystery meat. What's in it? We don't know. And I already saw one video where a guy got arrested for sticking his dick in the preserves. Look it up. He was sticking his dick in the preserves in the restaurant and serving it to people.
Don't say dick again, please.
You're right, ladies. Choose the bear. We fucking up out here. And those are the memes of the week.
Oh my God.
Can we just end? This food.
It's time for our Urban Dictionary word of the day.
I can't. I can't. I can't. He just.
I'm too tired for this.
I'm gonna choke. Hold on a second. Okay. We're keeping it simple because Belinda keeps me in the circus. And so I just want to let everybody know that the circus includes all these burnt bitches on TikTok. So the word is clown. Just a downright fool. Someone who there's no other word other than clown. It explains how stupid they can be. Okay? And how little, let me stress this, how little you think of them. Okay? You fucking clowns.
Amen.
Prince.
Hallelujah.
You're a clown.
Oh.
That's how little I think of you. Now ask me again what it's like to eat out, and I'll tell you what it's like to eat. You know what? Let me pause.
Get them RPMs up, ladies.
All right. So in honor of our 50th episode, we decided to go back. This is our Throw It Back Friday week. So instead of showing throwback pictures of us in our former lives, we decided we would take a couple of clips from our early Trifecta shows, which were on TikTok. So keep in mind, this is TikTok. So we didn't have any videos and it was just us talking for an hour. There was no graphics, no nothing. And click.
Whole purpose of going live was to begin with, was not for us to be scrapping and acting like animals, but which is cool to scrap, you know. But you know,
yes, it's the first episode.
So what the hell is Trifecta Hour? And why did we do it? Trifecta Hour, basically, Conservative TikTok is a clown show at the moment, right? And we have an election coming up in just over a year, right? We have a primary coming up. We got things to do, people, and we're not on one accord. And that's not to say that we gonna be friends. Some of y'all will never fuck with again. We clear on that. We good. Y'all know who y'all are. You ain't got to call me, text me, nothing. We good. But for the most part, the overall, these new people just started popping up out of nowhere, and conservative this person, conservative that person. Who the hell are these people? And then 2 minutes later, they got merch. Who are you? Why are you here?
Merch, wives, and children.
I ain't gonna lie, like
their existence.
Keisha just looked like
Welcome, everybody.
Don't be a smart ass.
Look at this shit here.
No, I didn't hear because I was going from the phone to the headphones.
You know,
look at this. Look at this.
It's like grinding.
Ah!
Welcome to the gun show, motherfucker.
Motherfucker had on a tank top.
What is that?
That's what she said.
Look
Like
at
a
what
prison.
this show.
Anyway,
Motherfuckers in the prison yard.
Where's Glenn?
Want your cornbread?
I'm here. What do you mean, where's Glenn? I'm here.
Be concise, get to the point, and get out.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
I like this clip.
We'll start.
I like this clip.
And if you could turn your camera on, that'd be great.
Oh man, I can't turn my camera on. I'm in an arm sling and I don't have my shirt on. You guys don't want to see that.
Okay.
Okay, we're good. Go ahead. What's up?
To Ian's point about Jill, what's her name?
Scott.
Okay, am I the only one that noticed that bitch thing out of key the entire time?
Hey.
Like flat as hell.
Oh, wait, wait. No.
AJ!
No.
Not too much.
You ain't gonna talk about Miss Jill like that.
No. See. Didn't we just have this fucking conversation? Didn't we just have this conversation?
Okay, we're just gonna move on past the queue.
One of our favorite segments, the Urban Dictionary Word of the Week.
Oh gosh.
So, Ink, what you got for us? What you got?
So, I was looking at words that meant like copycat.
Uh-oh.
You know, people who copycat. I didn't even know this word meant that, but here we go. Ape.
Oh shit!
An ape.
But why do they think I'm
known
anti-black?
as a smooth brain.
Why do they think I'm anti-black?
So just in case you want to know what a smooth brain means, a stupid person. It refers to the lack of surface area. The ape was performing.
Oh God! Oh, my audio. See, this is what I don't miss about TikTok.
Brains.
You should do that.
I caught a lot of plantation parrots, man. I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
Smooth brain. Now I'm gonna just call them apes. You darn dirty apes.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh my
all
God.
right.
Wow.
Look at AJ's still laughing.
Because that shit was off. It's like
That was a moment. Smooth brain.
there's no grooves, no ridges in the brain, just smooth. That's what a pedalum is. Look it up.
You can see where we came from. It
Wow.
was rough. And we're getting better. We ain't there yet, but we're getting better.
That was rough.
Whew. Oh my goodness. And then TikTok had that glitch.
Yeah.
Everything would freeze in the middle you talking. It was so annoying. So glad that's over. Anyway, so that's it. It's episode 50. Episode 50 is in the bag. We appreciate you for watching. And episode 51 is loading.
Real quick. Make sure you tell them again about the Trifecta merch.
Oh yes. So make sure you go to ajsramroom.com and cop that Trifecta merch. That will support the channel. You know, this ain't free. So
and there's the QR code.
And there's the QR code. Scan it real quick. We're going to give y'all 10 seconds to scan it because we know some of y'all are slow and smooth brained. So scan the damn QR code. Oh yeah, and to Tacos in the chat, she did say that the one thing we used to do on the old Trifecta hour, we used to end it with a good old fashioned show, and you wasn't waiting for it, so you wasn't ready, so you about to get it.